Yes, the pineal gland is very important. It's very, very important in circadian, in setting day and night, and in controlling our day and night is control in turn production of all the hormones. For example, in men, all the testosterone is produced in the evening. And growth hormone is all produced in the evening. So you can literally say pineal gland control the pituitary gland if you want, because the pineal gland, unless the pineal gland tells the pituitary gland, hey, it's nighttime now, the pituitary glands are not going to make that surge of growth hormone. And so it's very important to have sleep. You know, people say, oh, I do away with 2 hours a day. Napoleon died so early, you know, because he doesn't sleep. You know, when you don't sleep, you die early. There's nothing to be proud about that. You know, you ask any octogenarians and people who live to 100, do you sleep well throughout your lifetime? They say, yeah, 8 hours every day. You know, so if you don't sleep, it's bad, and don't be proud in sleeping less, because during your sleep, it's only during your sleep that your growth hormone is manufactured, and your melatonin is manufactured, your cortisol is manufactured, and if you're a man, your testosterone, pardon me, yes, your balls, your testicles hormone are manufactured during the night. If you don't sleep, you don't have balls. Your balls don't make testosterone, man. You know, so don't be proud if you become impotent and stay up about all night long and don't let your balls make testosterone. You'd be surprised why you become impotent over a week.
You really tell it like it is here. For all the men listening to this, it sounds like Dr. Chein is a fighter, but he's actually a doctor and a fighter.
Yeah.
You know, you remind me of a Qigong master I used to take lessons from. You have that kind of way about you. But the melatonin is something that really everybody should be on after a certain age.
Should be on, absolutely.
And I understand melatonin is not all made the same. Like, you have to be mindful what melatonin you take. Do you have recommendations, or does it not really matter?
All the brand names are fine. We have so many great herbs and all that. I mean, you know, on and on, several hundred good quality health food manufacturers that make melatonin, and it is so cheap anyway. Nobody wants to cheat on melatonin.
What time do you take your melatonin before you sleep?
Should be around 8 p.m., but I'm not rigorous about it until I fly. For example, I flew from Los Angeles to Hong Kong, and I arrived Hong Kong at 8 p.m. Hong Kong time. I take my melatonin, and I never have a jet lag. Never. No matter where I go, I don't. I take the melatonin at 8 p.m. of the new zone, and new time zone, and you would not have a jet lag, and that's what pilots do.
That's interesting. I didn't know that pilots do that. And lastly, I want to ask you about tryptophan.
Yes.
It's back on the market, and the fake scare about it is over. It was one thing that happened that got blown out of proportion. I've taken it. I love it. What do you think about it?
Great. Tryptophan is a precursor to many other hormones. And by taking tryptophan, you basically reserve, you provide reserve to many other brain hormones. And the brain communicates by two ways. One, by electricity. Okay, so if you say, hey, index finger, move, what moves the index finger is actually electrical impulse generated from the brain to the fingertip, and contracting the muscle make it move. That's electrical. But the brain also talks to your body and talks to each other, left side, right side, front, back, through chemicals. And we call it neurotransmitters. And when that fails, you heard about depression, serotonin, you heard about schizophrenia, overactivity, you heard about Parkinson's, that when the dopa, which is also a hormone, amino acid, that's deficient, you cannot control your movements. So the brain also control our movements, the accuracy of our movements through hormones. through the amino acids. So taking supplemental amino acids it's a must in anti-aging. I take one multiple amino acid which has tryptophan in it every night, and it's best to take it at night too.
Yeah,
because
that's when I take it. I take it before I sleep, actually.
So to those people who says, I don't sleep, I only sleep 1 hour, I don't need it. Well, to those people I say, your brain don't even have the time to make the neurotransmitter, so you're going to be kind of stupid to me, because your brain don't work.
The tryptophan was pretty interesting because it helps raise your serotonin, and that is the joyfulness, right?
Very good. It's a very important supplement.
What else would you like to say in closing today to audiences around the world?
I would just say to you, please go to your doctor and ask for a hormone prescription of the 12 vital hormones. And if he doesn't give it to you, you ask him, Doctor, do you know what this year's Nobel Prize in medicine is given to? And, if he says, I don't, you say, bye-bye, doctor. You fail as my doctor test, and I'm going to find somebody else. And if he says, oh, I know, it's telomerase, well, then ask him, what is telomerase controlled by? Is it the telomerase just does its things by himself, or is it controlled something else by our body? And if he doesn't know that neither, you say, Doc, sorry, you failed my test too. Bye-bye. I'm going to someone who knows that answer. And come to my web email, send me an email, say, Dr. Chein, please send me a prescription to check my hormones. And if you have a C abnormal, really abnormal, falling out of range, for your age reference, sir or ma'am, then please, you need my help medically. I'm not selling my services. Again, disclaimer, I am not selling my services or my products at all. I am really, really trying to make down what this year's Nobel Prize mean to the mankind, the human beings. It really means a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have been speaking with Dr. Edmund Chein, live from China, the founder of the Life Extension Institute in Palm Springs. He provides human growth hormone therapy and many other integrated hormone therapies to call forth and bring in the fountain of youth. And we have had the honor and pleasure to talk with him today about the recent Nobel Prize in Medicine and the impact of telomerase and its relationship to HGH or to hormones in general and what that means for humankind and the fountain of youth. Dr. Chein, I hope you will come back and talk to us again soon.
Thank you for inviting. It's a privilege.
And my pleasure. It's a privilege. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Rainmaking time.